unaware of what we're doing.
Is it recording? So what we're gonna do is going to ask each other questions. Every week, one of us has to come up with like one single question, and then we're gonna have the other person answer it, and then we'll discuss it. Does that sound good?
Okay.
She's never heard of this.
I was gonna ask you why our business teacher doesn't read our homework. That was my question.
All right.
Why would she not open my homework assignment?
My question was, what's your most embarrassing moment?
Oh.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta think now, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know what mine would be.
Off the top of my head, it'd probably be the night that I threw up all over John. The first day I met him.
Well, tell the story.
I met my current fiance a night, I think it was in May, 2 years ago, in Kalamazoo. I threw a party for my friend, Ken, and it got a little crazy, and it was the second time I'd ever drank alcohol in my life. I drank too much, and I accidentally chugged tequila thinking it was water, and yeah.
How could you continue to drink it?
Okay, that's a fun story too. I took a shot, and I had a big cup full of tequila and a big cup full of water, the exact same cup, and I sniffed them, and I said, this one is the water. And I took a drink, and the shot was burning, and I thought, God, it's still burning. Why is it still burning? So I chugged, and I thought, okay, it's still burning, so I'm gonna go put more water in here and put some ice in it. So I put more water in it.
So it's just watered down tequila.
And I kept drinking, and then finally someone said, why is this cup of water here? And I said, oh my God, I've been chugging this tequila. So anyway, I was very drunk. Very, very drunk. Oh. Very, very drunk. Can't believe I didn't die. And I took John up to my room with other people. We ended up sitting on the bed and rapping a 50 Cent song.
Oh no.
I don't know why. But people kept walking in on us thinking...
Is that your most embarrassing moment that you were rapping?
No, that was awesome. So I was laying facing John, and I threw up all over him. That was not the most embarrassing part. The most embarrassing part was after he took his overshirt off and like threw it on the ground or something because it was full of throw up, I proceeded to lean out my second story window next to my bed and throw up more on the roof and fart on him. That's the night I met John.
That's the night you met your fiance.
Yeah, best party I've ever been to. Got an email.
Yeah, I got an email. Well, thank you for that experience. Mine won't be as fun as that. Because the moment that I thought of, like, when I think of embarrassing, other than, you know, getting kicked out of the Peace Corps, I think my most embarrassing, mortifying moment was during Japanese class. I had a teacher, she was Japanese, so she would try to get us to go in front of the class for everything. She would make us like go in front of the class to read our homework or read anything that we just did. She'd make us try to memorize things really fast. She tried to have us memorize the conjugations for a certain like verb formation, and it was like a song. And she's like, okay, go home tonight, memorize this with a tune, with a little song tune, and then tomorrow we'll sing it. And we're all thinking, okay, we'll sing it together, right? So the next day, she had the first person, she's like, did everyone memorize a song? And most people were like, no. But one person's like, yeah, I think I got it. Had them come up in front of the class and sing it in front of the class.
Oh.
And she did okay. But I like worked really hard the next night because I didn't have to do it that day. And I tried to memorize it and I got halfway through it. It was just like too much, or I was busy or something. And the next day she called me up. And I did not know it. And I started to sing it, and I started to shake, and I started to cry. And I'm standing here like stuttering, and everybody in the classroom is just like, I mean, they understood why it was happening.
Yeah.
They were just like, they felt so bad for me. Obviously, they're like, oh, it's okay, you know? And the teacher's just like, what's the problem? What's the problem? Why are you crying? I'm just like,
my God.
I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm sorry. So I just sat down. She's like, what happened? What happened?
Oh, she drug it on even further?
She just kept asking me because she didn't understand. She just kept asking me what was wrong, and my ears are really red now thinking about it. But like nobody blamed me, and it wasn't like nobody made fun of me or anything like that. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been, I guess, but it was really mortifying at the time.
Wow, that kind of embarrassing. I guess my moment wasn't really embarrassing at all.
You didn't feel any embarrassment?
No. It was embarrassing in the fact that I think it would be embarrassing to anyone else.
It's like an embarrassing memory, but at the time it wasn't embarrassing. And to me it's the opposite. Like that was really embarrassing at the time, but I can tell you about it because it was kind of funny. Like I don't feel shameful about it.
I don't either. Okay. I don't know why I told that story.
Okay. Have you ever felt that way? Like you get shaky and red and you can't think, but everyone's staring at you? It happened to me a couple of times, actually, now that I think of it. Just not as public as that.
Yeah, not like speaking in front of anyone
No.
that I know of. I mean, I feel like I've experienced it because I can feel your pain,
Yeah.
but I can't recall ever experiencing it.
Yeah, I guess you never expected to get that bad because you always feel like you could probably leave if you get to that feeling.
Yeah.
But if you can't leave, or if you feel like you need to try more and more and more,
It gets worse and worse and worse.
It gets worse, yeah, and it just comes out. Okay, so that was my question. Sarah had her own questions, but we only did mine. So make sure that next week you have a question and try not to tell me about it and try not to think about the answer so that when we do it, we can just whatever comes to our minds first will be our answers.
Okay.
And if you really find a better embarrassing moment, you can still tell me about it, like during the week, because I would like to hear about it.
Okay.
And I'll do the same.
Okay.
All week we can talk to each other about how embarrassing we are.
There will be, it'll never end.
Okay.
It will never end. That right there.
For the rest of our lives, we can tell each other how embarrassing our lives
Yes.
are. Okay. Say goodbye or something.
Goodbye.
Or something better.
Skyrim, Skyrim, we play Skyrim.
Is that it? Alright, please say our names in the song and talk about how great we are. So, is there anything else you want to add to the video?
Next time I'm going to sit on that side. I'm sitting on that side next time is what I'm telling you.
Routine is very important in the life of a child.
I'm sitting over there.
And our YouTube channel is Trajan. So,
I'm sitting over there.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Next time I'll be sitting over there.
We'll see.